Alright, we got lucky today. We fucked around and got Gus Archer. I wanted to do a Xbox style DPS check, but my boy don't know how we really get down with the DPS checks. So the DPS check is you don't need to go to master content, you don't need to go to nothing. You take all your motherfucking gear off. I mean, you can leave all the enchantments, all those shit. You take all your gear off and you run a skirmish, and basically only people deal damage is the two people doing the DPS check, and the last people, and the people at the end, meaning the two DPS, will look and see who got the highest DPS. So what I'm gonna do is in REQ, I'm not gonna run a drop of motherfucking gear. So this is my first time running with Gust. So I wanna make sure I'm at 100%. Again, I'm gonna take everything the fuck off, artifacts, everything, and I'm gonna run this. I ain't worried about the neck and waist. I'm not getting no DPS from that, but this is how we used to test your DPS. Basically, if your DPS was good, you will be top DPS. In hardcore content, you can't do it because you unscale. But in scale content, it's the most balanced way to do it. Because if a person 190k or 200k or 300k, they still got to come down to your item level, and everybody damage is equal. The only thing will make a difference is your gear, your companion, shit like that. But taking all your gear off, and you can leave the companion, do whatever you want to do on that. But to show your DPS while you're doing it, that's the DPS check. Some people, some people try different stuff. Like you say, you go to master content and try it, but what the? All right, it is go time. So this is no gear. He definitely gonna want to get in there with me. And it should be the same. Yeah, let's check it out. I don't know what just happened. What the hell? He's at 3 million. He got full gear on and stuff. I have no gear on. But this is how we do the DPS chat though. So I might as well just put my stuff on because he's not going for it. Well, scroll back over here real quick. Yeah, I took all my gear off because normally how we do it on Xbox is if you want to test the DPS, you take all your gear off and you basically just go in butt naked. And I'm gonna take mine back off. It won't let me take it off. There you go. Now let me do it. But Gus definitely he doing good. Like I said, normally when we do a DPS check, we don't wear anything. We just keep the weapons on. You can leave your enchantments, all that stuff, but But like I said, if he take all the gear off, you can see it, but they can't do nothing. He fully souped up. But yeah, if you really want to do a DPS check, you go to something where it's like if we was the same item level, yeah, we go in master content, but we're not the same item level. So it's not gonna work out the same. So we go and look at him. He's 100K, and I got nothing on. But for future reference, that's how you do it. You take everything off and fight. So this one, this ain't even no real good comparison on this. So hopefully after this, I could try to get him to run a skirmish to really show the DPS. Oh, that's a first. Normally we just jump over here and get it. But anyway, it's fun. We got Gus in here. I'm trying my best to get him in a DPS check. I'm trying to wait a little bit. Everybody get in here.
Insignificant cells, behold my new form. Welcome your end.
What the fuck? What I want? No, they won't even let me switch. All right, there we go. Yeah, but like I said, I mean, they got this. They gonna obliterate this shit, but I can't do nothing because I took all my shit off. But it's like I said, normally it's you go into a skirmish and you take all your gear off and you run it that way. So that way, if you're higher than the other person, everybody be balanced out the same way. So yeah, really can't show it though. I'm surprised these guys don't know how to do that though. Yeah, it was fun though. It was what it do. Like the one, like look at that. That is decent, but it's no good in here because it's like we running scale content. Normally we run it's supposed to be a skirmish. For like if all the DPS want to run it, it's supposed to be a skirmish. Everybody take off all the gear, just leave all your weapons and run it. Like no arts, no nothing. But you ain't gonna say it because they got everything on.
Blister and burn.
And that's it.
I hope you like jamming too.
But I don't know. I'll show it at one point, but I'm gonna run a skirmish and show how you do it. So basically, I'm gonna stay the way I am and go into a skirmish against with people that has it on. So basically, like I said, as is. I was gonna put the gear on, but then it was like, nah, but just nothing. Um, to be honest, can dismiss the companion. Um, don't supposed to be no mount powers either. So it's like clear it. So the only damage she's supposed to be doing is from your base stuff. Like you can keep your rings, you can keep all the other shit. Matter of fact, I could take all that off. Come here and take that off. And companion. Uh, dismiss the companion. So this how you run it. So I'm gonna do it now so I can show it. But this is how you do a DPS check. No companion, no arts, no mount powers, no gear. You know what I mean? You can keep your rings, your neck and waist or whatever pants. You don't got to take all that shit off. But basically come in here butt naked and two players go and then basically see if you know your rotation and that's how you dictate your damage or whatever. So like I was saying about certain people making tier list DPS and shit. Just, I don't care what skirmish this is. It should DPS should be what it is. If you guys know what they're doing, then they're pretty much good. So let's take a peek and see. Yeah, so right now when you see the blue mark on the name, that means everybody gonna have the same level. So regardless if you got on gear, it's basically just go with nothing on. Oh, Gus still in here. Holy shit, he actually did the skirmish. So this is it right here. With no gear and shit. And this is how you basically do it.
Huzzah! Let's see what you've got against my illusion.
But normally it's not this dungeon, it's another dungeon. I think it's the shoreline. That's the one you'll run. And this I have a lot of in-game players mad when they run skill content because it's like, man, it's not showing my true damage. But it's like if you're gonna do a true test of your damage, you have to make it an even playing field. So the only way to make it an even playing field is if you scale.
You're doing well. Let's see if you can beat this next challenge.
So like I said, they got the gear on or whatever. But like I said, with no gear on, you can see the difference. Last time it was like goddamn 60K to my whatever. But now you go and look me with no
Stay to earn fame
gear
and
on
fortune, or play it
versus
safe.
everybody else with gear on. It's different. Like you got everything on, but you ain't crushing my DPS. So that'll do it. It was fun. It was nice. Until next time. Like I said, it's real fun to do if you catch somebody, especially streamers that streaming like, y'all want to test your DPS. I want to see if you know what you're really talking about, if you know your rotations and shit. So you'll come into skirmish and see if I can find it. I gotta leave out of here first. And I'm gonna show it. It's shoreline or one of those, but that's the one you normally do for DPS checks. Like everybody in here, like we just got the two healers running, and we got Rook, and we go and look. Like I said,
Well,
between the both of them,
I can't fault you
they
for giving
basically
up.
got on gear,
This was really difficult.
and I don't have nothing on.
Just stay still for a
But
moment.
that's how you
Back
can
to
test it,
reality.
and it's fun too, especially in the voice
There.
chat. You can talk
Find your
trash to
way
each other
out. A
and stuff like
traitor
that. But
to
let me
be
see if I
gone
can
from
find it
my
now.
illusions.
All right, just all the baby dungeons. All right, these are the skirmish. So this will be it right here. It'll be the retreat or whatever. This the one you run. You have all your shit off because there's no need to have it on. You can scale, but then it will give you type of damage boost. But it ain't that significant that you can't hold your arm. But next time you want to try it, come here, put on skirmish, and just you and that player run it, and whoever get the highest DPS is where it's at. It's just you can inspect them and see if they got gear on or not. Other than that, catch you in the next one. Peace. That was fun.